Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my final team selection for Double Game Week 36 and any transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what is your team looking like for Double Game Week 36, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, in goal, I think I am going to go with Kepa, who does have Forest at home, West Ham at home for Raya. I feel like either of these players are capable of getting a clean sheet this week. I think Kepa is a little bit more likely than Raya. Maybe Raya will get more save points. I don't know. Last time I had these two playing against each other and I benched the wrong player, Raya ended up getting like 9 points and Kepa got 1. So I made the complete wrong decision. And I feel like it's going to be very similar this week. They are very, very close on who to play. It's both a home game. Chelsea obviously haven't been in the greatest of form. Raya has been in good form, but obviously is playing for the weakest the weaker side, you would assume. But I don't know, with how bad Chelsea are at the moment, it is really just a 50-50 coin flip. But I think I'm just going to go with Kepa. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, this may come back to bite me, but it is literally like, if one was an away game, I would obviously back the home game, but it's just not making it easy for me this week. In defence, we have Estepinian, who has Arsenal away and Newcastle away. There's been a lot of talk about Estepinian this week. Do you play him if you have Trent? For me, I mean, I'm always going to want to play a double game week player because you have like double the chance of everything as long as they play both games, which I mean, Estepinian should. They don't really have like a ton of I don't really have any players that could play in that position ahead of him. And again, he's played like pretty much every single game this season. So yeah, Estepinian with Arsenal away, Newcastle away. Two difficult fixtures though, both away games, both like top 4 games. And yeah, I'm not expecting him really to keep a clean sheet in either of those games. It's mainly just for attacking potential. My only other option is really to play Shaw if I don't bring anyone in for March this week, who's obviously on my team right now. But again, if I do get rid of March for McAllister, then I'll probably will be benching Shaw. Shaw, who's got Wolves at home, you know, if they concede, it's just, I don't know, it's going to be really annoying. But I'm just going to back the double game week play. For me, it's a much easier decision because I don't own Trent. But I feel like if you own Trent, you know, it's one of those, like Leicester away. I think last time Trent played Leicester away, got like a 24 point haul or something like that. Got like a goal, 2 assists, clean sheet, and max bonus. Ridiculous. And yeah, I feel like even though Leicester aren't very good at the moment, I could still see them scoring. I don't know, it is an away game. Liverpool aren't great at the back. They do concede quite a couple of goals. I know they've kept a couple of clean sheets in the last couple. But I don't know, I feel like Leicester will probably score. I don't know, they might get like a lucky penalty or something. Either way, for me, I'm playing Estepinian because I don't have Trent. If I did have Trent, it'd be a lot more difficult to kind of bench him, but it is one of those things. We've also got Trippier and Botman, the 2 Newcastle defenders, Leeds away and Brighton at home for both of those. Trippier, I think, potentially could be a captaincy shout this week if you don't have the funds for like Isak or Wilson and you just have no way of getting to him. It's just Trippier has blanked in like the last, I don't even know how many it's been, but I feel like he's always coming away with a 2 or a 1 pointer. You can just see here like 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, 12 points was the last time he got anything, and that was in game week 29. But yeah, he's not really been performing because even before that, obviously, he got the 5 points against Wolves with an assist. But, you know, 2 points against Forest, 1, 1, 2, 2. You know, this was where he kind of like popped off with like the 9s and the 8s and the 12s like every single game week. But yeah, he's obviously been very, very lackluster recently. Newcastle just not been keeping the clean sheet. But, you know, Leeds away, Brighton at home. That Leeds away fixture is really what you want him for. I feel like Isak or Wilson are definitely the better captaincy options this week. The good thing is Newcastle is the early kickoff. And so you will be able to hopefully we'll be able to get early team news and we'll be able to see if Isak or Wilson are starting. And so that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I have to wait until then to bring in my player because I'm most likely going to get rid of Kane for one of them. And I'm going to need to know who to bring in because I don't want to be bringing in Isak and then him get benched for the Leeds game, because the Leeds game is really the game you want them for because obviously Leeds, you know, they're just not very good at the moment. So yeah, that's the kind of situation. But yeah, we do have Trippier and Botman who've got Leeds away and Brighton at home. I am currently playing Shaw, who's got Wolves at home. That's just simply because March is injured. Obviously, if March was fine, again, I'm recording this before any press conference, so if March turns out to be fine and, you know, the Brighton manager's like, yeah, he's going to play, then obviously I'll play March. But it is very unlikely. It was a hamstring injury, could potentially be out for the rest of the season. I mean, there's only a few weeks left. So yeah, we've got Shaw in there at the moment. That's the back line. In midfield, we've got Fernandes, who's got Wolves at home, Mitoma, who's got Arsenal away and Newcastle away, Rashford, who's got Wolves at home, and then Salah, who has Leicester away. The March injury has really kind of thrown my plans into the bin, really, because originally I was potentially going to get rid of Salah for Grealish, and then I could bring in Isak for Greenwood. But now, because of the March injury, I have to get rid of him. I could technically still bring in March for Grealish and just obviously downgrade Kane to Isak. But that would mean me getting rid of Kane, which I think I'm going to have to do regardless this week. I think the March injury has definitely pushed me into getting rid of Kane, which I really don't want to do, especially because I don't own Trent as well. I feel like Kane's just been keeping the Trent points at bay, but now if I get rid of Kane, it could really hurt me. So I do want to get Trent in, but I'm not going to be playing him next week in Double Game Week 37, then obviously Game Week 38. You know, I might play him that week. I might bring him in because obviously he's got Southampton away, I believe. But either way, it's just, I'm not going to be playing him next week, so there's not really much point in bringing him in until the last game of the season. But yeah, we've got Salah, who's got Leicester away. I don't know, he's just on form at the moment. He just keeps scoring. So if I have to get rid of Salah or Kane, it's probably going to be Kane. Plus, there's not really any other route to Isak, so yeah, I kind of have to get rid of Kane this week. But that's the midfield there, and then up top we do have Haaland, who's got Everton away, and obviously Kane, who's got Villa away, but again, I've not made my transfers yet. And the bench is Raya with West Ham at home, March, who's got Arsenal away, Newcastle away, Henry with West Ham at home, and then Greenwood with Newcastle at home. So that is how my team is shaping up pre-transfers. I've got 2 obviously free transfers in the bank. I've got no money either. This is the situation, as you can see, 0 money in the bank, which again, very, very unfortunate. It's always, I don't know, it's always sad to see these kind of like black boxes appearing, because you know it's so close to the end of the season, but you know, it is what it is. We're still striving for that 10k finish. You know, I'm 24k now or something like that, so I think it's doable. I think I'm like 20 points off. So potentially it is doable. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I've got nothing in the bank, 2 free transfers. So I think, you know, in regards to the best kind of thing to do for my team this week, I would love to go into next week with 2 free transfers. I absolutely would. But I just don't think it's going to happen now with the March injury. So I'm going to have to get rid of March this week for, McAllister. There are other options, obviously. Like I could bring in, you know, I could just take the 1 transfer this week, and instead of McAllister, I could bring in Willock, who obviously is only 4.7, but you know that it doesn't really benefit me in the way that Brighton have a double this week and a double next week, so I kind of want to jump on a Brighton player now. And you know, he is getting a lot of minutes as well, to be fair. It's just one of those, like, it's just a bit too much of a gamble, really. I think the smarter play here is just simply to get rid of Willock for McAllister, who's obviously on penalties as well. He has been playing a little bit deeper, but, you know, he seems to be playing every single game. There was only that one game where he got benched with Matoma, but then obviously he came on anyway. And that means, obviously, I've got minus 0.3 in the bank. I would love to just make that transfer. That would be great. But, again, I feel like Isak or Wilson is going to be needed in the team to attack this double. Then they've got Leicester at home the week after as well, so it's not like it's going to be a really bad transfer. I feel like Isak against Kane, who's going to outscore more over the next 2 game weeks. Kane's got Villa away and Brentford at home. Isak's got Leeds away, Brighton at home, and then he's got Leicester at home as well. So, you know, from a mathematical standpoint, you'd expect Isak to do well. But again, Isak might not start every game, and that's the issue. Like, that's the thing that's worrying me. If he was, like, definitely going to start every single game, like, it'd be a no-brainer. But I don't want to bring in Isak. He plays the Leeds game, and then he misses the Brighton game. And then obviously Kane just pops off or something. You know, Isak could easily blank against Leeds. You know, Haaland did. It's not impossible, especially with Big Sam in there as well. He does make the defense a little bit harder to break down. But that is that's what I think I'm going to do this week. I've got 0 transfers obviously after this. I've got 4.1 in the bank, and then obviously this week I just play Kepa or Raya, most likely Kepa. Play Trippier, Botman, and Estepinian. My 5 midfielders, and then up top I play Haaland and Isak. I'll probably captain Isak. But again, I'm only going to make these moves if we get early team news and Isak. If we don't get early team news, I'll probably just still go with Isak. But if we do get early team news and, you know, Wilson starts the Leeds game, I'll probably bring in Wilson and just captain him. Either way, it all depends on that early team news. And then in double game week 37, obviously I'm fine with triple Brighton. I'm fine with triple United. I've got Chelsea keeper as well. I mean, it's a terrible double. It really, really is. I just... You know, it's City away and it's United away. So absolutely woeful fixtures for him. But obviously I'm not going to be playing Raya, who's got Spurs away. And I don't really want to bring in Edison with the transfer. I'd rather bring in somebody like... I mean, to be fair, I could, but I'd just be getting rid of a double game week player. And I know it is a terrible double, but save points are a thing. You know, you may get a lucky penalty save. You don't know what's going to happen. So what I think in game week 37 I'm going to do is just take out Henry, who's been on my team for so long, and I don't know why. I literally, Brentford got a couple of doubles like a while ago, and I've just kept him since then. So I'll probably be bringing in Diaz for game week 37, and it does give me quite a lot of doublers. I have Kepa, Diaz, Shaw, Estepinian, McAllister, Matoma, Fernandes, Rashford, and Haaland. So I have 9 doublers there, which is pretty nice. I would like 10, you know, but I just don't know where else I would bring that 10th doubler in. I could get rid of, I don't know, maybe Botman and bring in a Stones or something like that. But double city defense is one of those things. But it's like, who else am I going to play? Like, obviously I'm going to play Diaz, Shaw. I have to play these 5 midfielders, really. I mean, I can't bench Salah. That'd be just the weirdest thing ever. So I'd have to play Salah. So there's not really anyone I can get rid of out of this midfield. I'm going to be playing Haaland. Isak, I mean, Leicester at home. I don't think I'd be getting rid of anyone for that. If Alvarez was, you know, given both the games, then fair play, but it's very unlikely to happen. So yeah, I think we're just going to have to go in with 9 doublers. Hope that Grealish gets benched. Grealish is the one player that is potentially going to hurt me that game week, but, you know, he might get benched in one of the games. Fingers crossed. He did get benched before, so hopefully that happens again and it doesn't hurt me as much. This is the other thing, like, I'm a little bit against bringing in so many City players just because of the rotation. And, you know, I don't want to be bringing in a player, especially for a -4 if they are just going to get rotated. So, yeah, this is the team that I think is going to be in 37. And then in 38, probably just bring in Trent or something. I can't bring him in for Botman, so I'd have to get rid of him for, like, Diaz or Shaw or something like that. Or maybe even Trippier. Trippier's got Chelsea away. I don't think I really need Trippier that week. Although I know the week I sell Trippier, he will pop off and it'll really upset me. But, yeah, I'll probably just bring Trent in for Trippier that week, who obviously has Southampton away. And then that'll be it. Obviously, the keepers aren't a great option. I'd probably just play, you know, Kepa against Newcastle maybe, and then yeah, we'll just go from there. But yeah, that's going to be it to the end of the season most likely. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and until next time, peace.